Malaysia, known for its cultural diversity, breathtaking nature, warm hospitality, modern cities, and rich history. So today I'm gonna give you a very compact Malaysia itinerary for 7 days. If you're planning to visit Malaysia for the very first time, take notes from the solo traveler. If you're planning to visit Malaysia, the cheapest option for flight will be Air Asia. If you only have a carry-on bag which weighs under 7 kilos, Air Asia is the cheapest and best option. However, if you are someone like me who does not like travel light and you cannot travel within 7 kgs, there are multiple options to go to Malaysia. You can take direct flights through Malaysia Airline, which will be a little costly. If you want a budgeted option, Singapore Airline has my heart. I traveled personally through Singapore Airlines and it was one of the best airline I will say I have ever traveled so far. I have been traveling for a while and I can tell you Singapore Airlines hospitality is one of the best. Malaysia's official currency is ringgit. 1 ringgit is almost equal to 19.13 rupees as of now, but हम उसको 20 rupees पकड़ के चलेंगे. Okay? Card widely use होता है. But if you love doing street shopping or if you want to explore the street food, you have to carry cash with you. When I was flying from India to Malaysia, I was carrying hefty amount of cash because एक तो मेरा credit card पे forex charge लगता है, ठीक है? I have a forex card. Now I always book my forex through Book My Forex. Book My Forex does not have any option as of now to load ringgit on their card, so I just converted my cash from India and I carried it. I also converted my cash through Book My Forex itself. If you want to convert the cash from the Book My Forex, they need your airplane ticket details and one of your identity card while delivering the cash to you. Okay, keep that ready. And जब आप convert कर रहे हो cash, तभी आपको airplane ticket का जो PDF है वो आपको upload करना होगा Book My Forex पे. I will always say to carry a little bit of cash just in case card is not working or something like that. Don't take any risk. If you have plethora of cards, that's fine. I only have 3 cards, so I don't want to take risk. मैं जब मलेशिया गई थी that time it was visa free for Indians. Fill up the Malaysian digital arrival card. बहुत कुछ नहीं भरना होता है, बहुत ही basic details आपको भरना होता है. It literally takes 3 to 4 minutes and you are good to go. Coming to transportation, I don't travel like a tourist. I mostly travel like a traveler, so I'm always open to explore new experiences and travel system of that particular country because I want to travel like a local. As I travel solo, I also feel safe when I'm traveling with other local people in the same bus or train. तो airport से ही direct KL Central पे bus available है. You can get the ticket from the airport itself. किसी से भी पूछ लो where is the bus ticket which will go to KL Central. ये बस का टिकट आपको कार्ड से ही पे करना पड़ेगा. If you don't have card with you, you need to opt for car. अगर आप कुआलालंपुर में देखेंगे, they have an excellent train service, like much better than even India, and they accept cash. They do have kiosk in the train station, self ticket system. आप बस पैसे डालो, स्टेशन का नाम दबा दो. मेट्रो सिस्टम जैसा इंडिया में है, वैसा ही सिमिलर सिस्टम मलेशिया में भी है for trains. They have different types of rail system for a different route, like LRT, MRT, KTM, KL monorail. Mostly they have monorail. Monorail is a little expensive than the other train system. Sounds like bit confusing, but once you enter in a train station, it will be very easy to navigate. Now, if you are opting for this public transport system, one thing that you need is touch and go card. It's a card, you can get it in 7-Eleven, but you have to pay a little bit of extra amount if you are getting it from 7-Eleven. But if you want to get the touch and go card from a station, you have to go to the KL Central station and you have to grab that very early in the morning. पहले दिन गई थी दोपहर को and they are like, it's finished, there is no more. And I was like a bit confused just because they did not understand that I'm a tourist. He was also looking at me, I was also looking at him, and he was like, no, you have to come very early in the morning around 4 or 5. And I'm like, that early? Then he goes like, you can come up to like 7 a.m. but I can't assure you that you will get the card because it gets out of stock very quickly. It's very convenient. You just have to recharge a little bit of money into it and you will be good to go around the city. Not just train but also works in bus. Now let's talk about the must visit places that I have also explored. If you are exploring just Kuala Lumpur, 4 days are more than enough to explore all the must visit places. पहले दिन आप चले जाओ Petronas Twin Tower and KL Tower. वो बहुत ही पास है. You can just get a grab or the bus. Petronas Twin Tower पे अगर आप टॉप पे जाना चाहते हो, there are 2 options where you can get this ticket. One is Get Your Guide and 2 is Club. तो ये दोनों से ही आप एडवांस में इंडिया से ही आप बुक करके चले जाओ. Surya KLCC Mall is actually one of the biggest luxury mall in Kuala Lumpur. Surya KLCC has more varieties than Pavilion. Pavilion Mall पे खाना बहुत अच्छा है by the way. If you have the energy definitely explore Mardeka Square on the same day. It is the place where they have raised their flag for the very first time. It's literally like our Delhi, थोड़ा सा historic place है, बहुत ही साफ सुथरा place है. It's a very big vacant area. There is a beautiful park. You will see a lot of people do cycling over there. Sultan Abdul Samad building is also located over there. अच्छा खासा time spend करो, and then you can go to Jalan Alor Street, located in Bukit Bintang, one of the best place for nightlife. You can explore the street food over on Jalan Alor Street. यहाँ पे कैश काम आने वाले हैं. बहुत सारे स्ट्रीट वेंडर्स हैं जिसके पास वो कार्ड का मशीन नहीं होगा. वहाँ पे काफी सारे ऐसे भी रेस्टोरेंट्स हैं पीछे पीछे, बट स्ट्रीट वेंडर्स का ही खाना आप पहले ट्राई करें, मैं बोलूंगी. दे हैव amazing stuff from pork to chicken to beef. तो beef नहीं खाती हूँ, but if you consume beef, they have different dessert, eggs, everything you need to try every different food. ये बहुत ही पास है, ठीक है. So you don't have to like travel a lot to go to certain places. Second day you can go to Genting Highland. Now Genting Highland आप कार से भी जा सकते हैं. Genting Highland is one of the most famous place and most touristy place in Kuala Lumpur. It's far away actually from the city in mountain area. Mountain को काट के इन्होंने कैसे एक मॉल खड़ा किया है. You literally have to see that. It's known as the Las Vegas of Malaysia. There are a lot of different adventures. There are a lot of casinos. If you are into casinos, you can try that. You have to take the car cable to reach to the mall. It's very adventurous. And Genting Highland में मैं personally बोलूंगी कि आप एक दिन रिजर्व रखो. आप सुबह सुबह जाओ एंड सब कुछ एक्सप्लोर करते करते रात हो ही जाएगा. आप वहाँ पे भी होटल लेके रह सकते हैं. वहाँ पे भी काफी सारे होटल ऑप्शन है. और you can come back to your hotel room in KL because you have to travel to next destination on the next day. But if you want to spend a little more time in Genting Highland, you can literally spend 2 days in Genting Highland itself. They also have McDonald's and KFC, so they have a lot of different food chains like American food chains over in Genting Highland as well. Genting Highland mountain के ऊपर है तो थोड़ा सा ठंड ज्यादा है वहाँ पे. Malaysia in general does not have very cold weather. KL Central में ही Little India है. It's a very beautiful street to walk. बस ये ट्रेन आपको जहाँ पे उतर रहा है ना KL Central पे, वहाँ से ही आपको बस 2-3 मिनट वॉक करना पड़ेगा and you will reach to Little India. गोलगप्पा, ड्रेसेस, जो भी आपको चाहिए, लाइक लिटरली एवरीथिंग यू विल गेट इन लिटिल इंडिया. आपको लगेगा कि इंडिया से बाहर आके मैं एक और इंडिया में आ गई हूँ. एंड इट्स सच अ सरियल एक्सपीरियंस बीइंग एन इंडियन, सीइंग अ डिफरेंट इंडियन कम्युनिटी इन अ डिफरेंट कंट्री. पीपल आर सो रिस्पेक्टफुल. पीपल डोंट इवन लुक एट यू. वॉक अराउंड इवन नाइट टाइम. यू कैन गो टू 7-Eleven, you can pick your food, you can do whatever you want. It's such a safe city, I would say. Their crime rate is like literally zero, like when it comes to like eve teasing or all of this stuff which I'm talking about. Next day आपको जाना है बाटू केव. तो सुबह सुबह आपको जाना है बाटू केव बाय टेकिंग ईदर ग्रैब और ट्रेन. आपको केएल सेंट्रल से मिल जाएगा डायरेक्ट ट्रेन. फेयर आई थिंक लिटरली was 5 or 10 ringgit. I'm not really sure if it is 5 or 10, but आप मेरे vlogs देख सकते हैं. वहाँ पे मैंने मेंशन किया है, वहाँ पे मैंने टिकट भी दिखाया है आपको. वहाँ पे ट्रेन बहुत ज्यादा फ्रीक्वेंट नहीं होता है. 1 घंटे का गैपिंग होता है. तो पहले आप टाइम देख लेना, उसके अकॉर्डिंग ही जाना. अब आप पूछोगे कि टाइम कैसे देखना है. This is the thing that I want to share. This is an app. It will help you to get around the city and it will help you to navigate the train lines and the timings as well. Definitely install it. This is free and I used it throughout my travel and it was very convenient. बाटू केव में अगर आप जा रहे हो, पर्सनल सजेशन मैं दूंगी that take care of your camera, फोन. वहाँ पे बंदर ही बंदर है. नजर हटी दुर्घटना घटी. आपके पास जो भी सामान है वो आप ध्यान से रखिए. इट इज एक्चुअली एन इंडियन टेम्पल. तो वहाँ पे अगर आप जा रहे हैं ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर डे यू कैन नॉट वेयर शॉर्ट इफ यूर अ गर्ल. एक एक्स्ट्रा कपड़ा खरीदना पड़ेगा इन बाटू केव विच कैन बी अ लिटिल एड ऑन. अगर आप ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं एंड इफ यू आर विजिटिंग बाटू केव यू हैव टू वेयर समथिंग विच कवर्स योर नी. स्लीव्स का कोई चक्कर नहीं है, आप स्लीवलेस भी पहन सकते हो. बाटू केव से वापस आके आप थियन हो टेम्पल भी जा सकते हो. इट्स अ चाइनीज टेम्पल. इट्स वेरी 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 ब्यूटिफुल. इट्स सो इंस्टाग्रामेबल. You can spend literally 2 to 3 hours over there. It's so calming. It's actually a Buddha temple. वहाँ से वापस आके शाम को you have to spend at least 2 to 3 hours in Petaling Street and Central Market. These two places have a lot of second, third copies of all the luxurious brands like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Chanel, you name it, they have it. Literally, they have the bags, the wallets, the perfume. They have everything over there, and most of the sellers are Indian and Bangladeshi. That's what I've seen over there. For some reason, I just thought that probably Asians will only buy the copies because in my mind, I'm always like Europeans are very rich because they have the dollars. We don't have the dollars. But I actually saw that there are multiple Europeans who are buying the copies, the wallets, the bags, the perfume. It just blew my mind, honestly. It was something very interesting that I saw over there. Fourth day pe, you can explore the Sunway Lagoon. It's just outside the Kale and it's a theme park. There is a lot of water activity. You can also spend a little bit of time in Kale Forest Eco Park, as it is a very hustling and bustling city. Everyone is very busy. They're just doing their own thing. But over there, people are just reading books, having noodles. There are many amenities for the babies. It's such a beautiful park to explore in the mid of the city. On the same day, pack your bags, check out from the hotel because you have to travel to the next spot. Next, you have to go to Penang. There are multiple options. You can take a flight. You can also take a Grab. In Penang, you have to explore Georgetown, which is actually UNESCO's World Heritage Site. There are many street arts you will see. You have to explore Khu, Kongshi and Klang Jettles. I will personally say definitely explore the laksa over there because they are quite good and they are better than Kuala Lumpur's laksa. पता नहीं क्या different ingredients डालते हैं, but it tasted so good. And if you're skipping street foods in Kuala Lumpur, you have to explore Penang's street food because this is on another level that I'm talking about. On the next day, you have to explore Penang Hill and the Kek Luxi Temple. In afternoon, you can explore Penang National Park, or you can also go to Batu Ferangi Beach. And in the evening, once again, there is a place like Bukit Bintang, which is known as Love Lane. It has an amazing, vibrant nightlife. On the next day, you can go to Langkawi. You can take a bus if you want to, or if you don't want to, then you can take a short flight. If you have luggage, they will charge you extra. The main operator over there is Air Asia. So if you have luggage, then you have to book in advance. Reach over there, go to the hotel, and then you can explore the Langkawi Sky Bridge and cable car in the same day. In the afternoon, you can relax at Pantai Kenang Beach. It's a very beautiful beach. It's literally like South Goa's beaches. They are just so blue. The sand is very white. Langkawi में आपको duty free shopping करने का मौका मिलेगा, so don't skip out on that. You can also visit the Langkawi Wildlife Park. अगर आपको नहीं करना है तो वो भी आप skip कर सकते हैं because it's not very interesting. And after that, in afternoon, you can take your flight back to your hometown, or you can fly back to Kuala Lumpur and then you can take your flight to your hometown. You can spend one more day in Kuala Lumpur if you want to. Go to Bukit Bintang once again because Bukit Bintang has my heart, honestly. It's such a beautiful nightlife and the convenience over there is just like top notch. And with that, we have come to the very end of this video. I really hope this video helped you to prepare your itinerary for the next time. I have made few shorts what I ate in Malaysia. If you want to get the details of the food, I am non-vegetarian, by the way. There are plethora of vegetarian options because Malaysia has a huge population, consists of South Indian. So dosa, idli, sambar, ये सब आपको मिल ही जाएगा. Any South Indian cuisine आपको बहुत ही easily available मिल जाएगा. अगर आपको कुछ additional information चाहिए for Malaysia, let me know in the comments down below. Additional details and जहाँ पे भी मैं रही हूँ, I will give all the links of them in the description box below. I have booked all the Airbnbs through and through, so I will give all the Airbnbs links only. After traveling to so many places, I can easily say that Malaysia has the most cheapest accommodation options. With that, we have come to the very end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and I hope this information will help you to plan your itinerary for the very first time. I will see you guys with another video very soon. Till then, love you so much. Stay happy, stay beautiful, travel more, and take care of yourself, okay?